Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H has been doing a great job with the storylines he is presenting before fans. Many non-title plots have become the biggest draws of the Stamford-based promotion under his creative direction. Now, while the game has teased the downfall of a SmackDown team multiple times, a reigning champion has predicted its imminent split. That would be Nathan Frazer. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have had trust issues for quite some time. DIY had pointed at the selfish nature of Waller before dethroning A-Town Down Under as the WWE Tag Team Champions. Moreover, the Australian star has engaged in a lot of trash-talking and later hid behind Theory by using him as a human shield. The October 8, 2024, episode of NXT will see Theory and Waller visit the developmental brand to challenge Frazer and Axiom for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Seeing the recent development with A-Town Down Under and Fraxium's history of breaking tag teams, Nathan Frazer has shared an image on X/Twitter, predicting the eventual split of Austin and Grayson. It remains to be seen whether Fraxium defeats A-Town Down Under on NXT or not. WWE superstar Baron Corbin compares the booking styles of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Triple H and Shawn Michaels have been each other's shadows throughout their WWE careers. The former D-Generation X members now hold creative positions in the company, with the Heartbreak Kid handling NXT and the Game being the chief content officer. Recently, Baron Corbin compared the booking styles of both men while speaking to Sportskeeda Wrestling's senior editor Bill Apter. The Lone Wolf noted that both legends share a similar mindset when it comes to storylines as well as their execution. Corbin also noted that this similarity is actually a good thing to have. I think the cool thing is they're fairly similar. They both have a similar mind for the show they're trying to create. They want to have action. They want to have car crashes. They want to have dominant superstars. Guys that can hand out beatings and guys that can go. I think that's something that's really amazing, Baron Corbin said. 125 to 145, with both Triple H and Shawn Michaels using a similar blueprint, NXT stars may not face as many problems when they get their main roster call-ups. It would be interesting to see which new things emerge from their minds as the white and gold brand moves to the CW network. The buzz around WWE SmackDown had been intensifying for weeks, with fans and insiders alike speculating about the future of one of the show's most dominant teams. Tension had been bubbling under the surface for months, and with each passing episode, it seemed that the once unbreakable bond was slowly starting to fracture. Now, in a stunning prediction by a current WWE champion, it appeared that the inevitable breakup of a major SmackDown team was just around the corner, following a string of teases by none other than Triple H himself. As the cameras rolled and the SmackDown logo flashed across the screen, the atmosphere in the arena was electric. Fans were eager to see what Triple H, the mastermind behind some of WWE's most iconic storylines, had in store. Over the past few weeks, subtle hints and cryptic messages had been dropped during backstage segments, matches, and even in Triple H's public interviews. It was clear to those paying close attention that something big was about to happen, and it likely involved the disintegration of one of SmackDown's most beloved teams. The reigning WWE champion, whose identity was kept under wraps for now, decided to speak candidly in an interview with WWE's digital team. His voice was steady, but there was an undeniable edge to it, a sense that he knew more than he was letting on. "I've been watching this whole situation unfold for a while now," the champion began, leaning back in his chair, arms folded over his chest. "There's no doubt in my mind that this team, this legendary faction we've all come to know and love, is about to implode. It's been teased for weeks, but if you're paying attention, you'll see the cracks forming. Triple H is the puppet master, pulling the strings, and he's about to pull the rug right out from under them." The champion's words sent shockwaves through the WWE universe as fans scrambled to piece together which team he was referring to. Could it be the Usos, who had been at odds ever since the explosive Bloodline saga? Or perhaps it was the Brawling Brutes, a faction that had experienced their own set of internal conflicts in recent months. The WWE locker room had been on edge, too, with rumors swirling about who would survive this latest chapter in SmackDown history. Triple H, in his role as the creative genius behind WWE storytelling, had a history of breaking up teams when the time was right, often sending the members on individual paths to success or destruction. And now, it seemed, he was setting the stage for yet another dramatic split. During a SmackDown episode just weeks earlier, fans had seen the first major sign of trouble when the team in question had been involved in a high-stakes match for the Tag Team Championships. Miscommunication, missed tags, and lingering frustration between the partners had been obvious. Despite their best efforts to keep their unity intact, it was clear that the trust had been eroded. Triple H's decision to book them in a series of matches where their loyalty to each other was tested seemed to be no coincidence. "It's like a game of chess," the WWE champion continued in his interview. "Triple H is positioning all the pieces on the board, and we're all just waiting for that final move. That one moment where everything falls apart. And trust me, it's coming soon. The seeds have already been planted." The WWE Universe couldn't help but speculate about when and how this breakup would occur. Social media exploded with theories, with some fans pointing out that the team's backstage promos had become increasingly tense. Others noted that Triple H's appearances on SmackDown had become more frequent, each time dropping subtle hints that suggested he was orchestrating something big behind the scenes. One of the most telling moments came when Triple H made a surprise appearance during a live SmackDown segment, addressing the team directly. Standing in the center of the ring, microphone in hand, the game spoke in that authoritative tone that had become his trademark. "I see a lot of great things in this business," Triple H began, eyes locked on the two wrestlers standing before him. "But sometimes, even the greatest teams hit a wall. Sometimes, even the best partnerships reach their breaking point. And when that happens, there's only one question to ask: what happens next?" The tension in the arena was palpable as fans hung on Triple H's every word. The two wrestlers in question, visibly uneasy, exchanged glances, unsure of what their future held. Triple H, ever the master of drama, let the moment linger before delivering a final, chilling message. "SmackDown is a battlefield, and only the strong survive. You both need to decide whether you're strong enough to fight together, or if it's time to fight each other." With that, Triple H dropped the mic and exited the ring, leaving the team to contemplate his cryptic words. The WWE Universe erupted in a mixture of cheers and gasps, fully aware that this was the tipping point. The breakup that had been teased for weeks was on the horizon, and there was no turning back. As the WWE champion wrapped up his interview, he offered one last ominous prediction. "When this team breaks up, it's going to shake SmackDown to its core. Alliances will crumble, and new rivalries will be born. But make no mistake, this isn't the end for either of them. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. And in this business, new chapters are where the real stories begin." The champion's words echoed throughout the WWE Universe as fans eagerly awaited the next episode of SmackDown, where the fate of the team would finally be revealed. Would they manage to hold it together, or would Triple H's carefully orchestrated plan succeed in tearing them apart? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain: the landscape of SmackDown was about to change forever.